I'll be honest, when the season was over and Buster did call and he mentioned, hey, you're a Giant, just thought it would be a great fit. So I'm grateful that here I am coming back to help.
Well, this is going to be fun. I don't care who you are. I don't care where your mind is right now with Brock Purdy starting this weekend, Steph going for 46 last night on the road, beating the Spurs. This is one of these people in Bay Area sports that's it's just going to put a smile on everyone's faces because, ladies and gentlemen, he's back. The great Bruce Bochy. Hey, Boch, what's going on?
Mark, guys, man, it's all good, man. All good, excited, coming back, spending some time in the Bay Area, seeing some old friends, and see if I can help the Giants, get back to their winning ways.
It is so good to hear your voice, and I bet for all the fans they feel that way. Can you give us a sense of how this came together? Was this kind of your plan for what was next for you?
Well, I'll be honest, when the season was over and we came up to an agreement, I would step back. I didn't know what I was going to do, and Buster did call, and I promised I didn't apply for any jobs. My wife wouldn't let me do that. So I talked to Buster for a little bit, and he mentioned, hey, you're a Giant. And anyway, some time went by, and then I called him, reconnected, and just thought it would be a great fit. So I'm grateful that here I am coming back to help out any way I can, help Buster out, have Tony out, the staff, Larry Bear. I'll be doing some stuff on the business side, I think, but just staying busy. So I'll be in spring training for a little bit, and then I'll be coming in during the season at times.
So beyond that, are you going to be a phone call away? Are you going to be here in and out? And you just said you're going to help the manager and Buster and Larry, but how do you envision your impact being the best impact you could make this year?
I think by being available anytime they want to talk baseball or talk about moves, things like that. I'm on call. I want them, to feel like they can call me anytime. I plan on going down to look at, the minor leagues, all the affiliates. I want to get to know the players down there as well. Any trade discussions, things like that. I'll be going to the winter meetings coming up here in December down in Orlando. So I'll be there. And, right now, I'll start bearing down on, their needs. I've been talking to Jeremy Shelley a few times. Just anywhere I can help. That's what I want to do, and I don't want to get in the way either. I did meet with Tony here 2-3 weeks ago. He has a place here in Nashville, so we got together there, and so I'm here to help. That's my job.
Boch, if we go back to that first conversation after the season that you had with Buster Posey, you joke there that your wife wouldn't let you apply for any jobs, but I wonder where your mind was at that time. Like in that first conversation, were you guys discussing the open managerial position?
No, not at all. No. It never went that direction. And Buster, I knew right away he was focus on some candidates there, but no, I wouldn't have done that to him, but or myself. So at that time, I didn't know what I would end up doing. Like I said, so I've been doing this a long time, and I did hit the pause button, and I'm going to hit it now and just do something a little different here. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm in a good place. I'll be honest, not spending 7 weeks and 6 months, grinding. This feels good right now.
I bet.
Just real quick, Boch, you mentioned you met with Tony Vitello. What did you think of him when you met him down there in Nashville?
Yeah, and I enjoyed my conversation with him. Smart, good with people. He really, he knows baseball. He's been doing it a long time, so it's not like he came out of woodwork here. I think he goes back to 2003 or whatever, where he started his career as a coach, and he's worn a lot of different hats, and and so I just think he's ready for this. He's prepared. Sure, it's outside the box, and I give Buster credit for going outside the box and making this move. And so I'm sure when they get this coaching staff together, these are guys that he'll be relying on too to help him, get through a different type of season. But he knows baseball, and I think he's going to be good in that clubhouse. I think the players are going to really like him. He just has a great way about him, and like I said, he's smart. He understands the game. So, I enjoyed my time with him.
Hey, Boch, I'd love to get a comment from you on what Joe Maddon actually recently said publicly about the hiring of Tony Vitello, and he wished him luck, but he also said it feels kind of insulting that someone would hire someone with no professional experience to be a manager. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, and I understand where Joe's coming from, because that's the way it used to be. But this game is changed. I mean, you look at the hirings this year. There's 3 or 4 of them that never managed that had never been in the dugout coaching or managing. I don't think where Tony has been doing that just on the college level. You could say the college levels, it's on a little bit more of a level playing field now with all that they're doing, all the analytics and information that they're getting. These players that we're getting out of college, they're up on everything. So it's a little different. And now than what it used to be, and that's the way the game is. You have a lot more baseball departments too. The game's changed there with analytics. It used to be the general manager to manager, and you pretty much did things that way. But as you well know, it's changed completely. So yeah, and Joe's he's gonna be one that's gonna be honest. He's gonna it was a long road for him. A lot of us, I managed in the minor leagues, but you go back not too long ago, 10 years, whatever, there were managers coming out of the booth and managing, or ex-players that never were in the dugout that went down on the field and started managing. So now this isn't something that it's completely new. Maybe a little bit on the college side, going to the pro side, but I think that happened 20, 30 years ago itself.
When you look at him taking over this job, what's the one piece of advice or the piece of wisdom that you would impart to him as he embarks on 162 games?
Yeah, I'll keep saying that. Just be himself. He's had success because of who he is, and that's what I would tell him. I remember Bobby Cox told me that. A lot of times you'll listen, especially in today's game, because there's so much information and of course social media and the talk shows, and you can be influenced by so many different variables out there. And so I think it's important that you just be who you are. And Bobby told me that. In fact, he told me, he says, if I'm you, Bruce, I would never listen to a post-game show or anything, because they're going to be hitting on you. They may hurt your feelings, whatever. But when you manage, that's, you got to have thick skin. That's part of the game. That's the beauty of the game. And I never stopped listening, but I felt like I never stopped being myself as far as my decisions and how I treated people and the moves that I made.
Boch, one thing I think it hits me when I listen to Tony Vitello talk. He's been honest about it. Where he's leaving is hard for him to leave. And you even mentioned talking to him in Nashville. I think the last time you were on this show, you were in Nashville. So you guys clearly have some roots out there. I wonder what your thought is on him taking on this challenge. But it sounds like he still has at least part of his heart with that old job too.
Yeah, I was kidding him. When I first started talking to him, I said, "Have you lost your mind?" And the reason I'm saying that is because of how big he is here in Tennessee. He could be the mayor of Knoxville. he's just so popular because of the success that they've had. So I get that too, and I know he was concerned about his coaches there, what would happen to them. But I love his confidence and the fact that he's looking forward to this challenge, and I think as time goes, that's going to be a little easier for him. But that's probably going to be there. He's got a lot of friends, a lot of success there, and of course a lot of friends. But it's always tough when you make a change. I know, when I left San Francisco after when I retired for 3 years and went back in, that was strange for me. Here I am with another club. That's just that's the normal part of a change. But he's still going to live here, I'm sure, or spend time here.